It's not fair when you say that I didn't try. I just don't wanna hear it anymore. I swear I never meant to let it die. I just don't care about you anymore. It's not fair when you say that I didn't try. I just don't care about you anymore. You say that I didn't try. You Trust me, there's no need to fear. Everyone's here, waiting for you to finally be one of us. Come down, you may be full of fear, but you'll be safe here. And when you finally trust me, finally believe in me, I will let you down. I'll let you down. When you finally trust me, finally believe in me. Trust me, I'll be there when you need me. You'll be safe here. When you finally trust me, finally believe in me, I will let you down. I'll let you down. When you finally trust me, finally believe in me, I will let you down. I'll let you down. When you finally trust me, finally believe in me. Never want to come down. Never want to come down. Never want to come let you down. I'll let you down. When you finally trust me, finally believe in me, I will let you down. I'll let you down. When you finally trust me, finally believe in me. Every time we lie awake, after every we take, every feeling that I get, but I haven't missed you yet. Every roommate kept awake by every sigh and scream we make.
I just realized that this whole time I was muted. I was muted this whole time. Oh, damn it. Alright, let me start over. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my stream. This is Ajax. I got the kit out. I got my tools out. I got the box out. I built the right leg, left leg. I got the waist, and I've got one of the arms, which is the right arm, which apparently might not be one of the actual arms. 10-10 super professional. You know what's funny about that, Jamodi, is the fact that I've probably done that like 10 times. Like 10 streams I've probably done that where I completely forgot that the mic was actually muted. And so this whole time for like the past 10 minutes I've been talking and there was nobody. Yeah, that's smart. That is so smart. Let me twist this over. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. That makes sense right there. And this is done. How are you doing tonight, Z-Movie? Okay, I got that. Finally, that works out. Let me get an E9 out. I can't believe I had myself muted for this long. Oh my god. How many streams have I done? And how many more times is this gonna happen to me? E9. There's 2 of them. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, so like I was saying, that twisted right off. Like I was saying, we are going to be doing, I'm assuming the left arm. I haven't even checked the other page of the instructions. I don't usually use paper instructions. I always go and use instructions online. That twisted right off too. Yeah, I use instructions online, so I guess I can check the next page, but I might as well get this over with. Considering I was muted for 10 minutes and didn't even realize it. Get my exact number out. And this is going to be for the shoulder. I can't cut towards myself anymore. I gotta stop doing that. Gotta stop doing that. The sad thing about me having to cut away from myself is I've gotten so used to cutting towards myself. At least you realize it. I was in a stream once where the streamer was muted for an hour, but he was one of those streamers who didn't give 2 shits about the chat, so he didn't know that we've been telling him. Oh, really? Yeah, I've seen streamers like that where they don't chat at all. And I shaved that way too close. But is it noticeable? Nope, it's not. But yeah, I've seen streamers like that. Not the fact that they're muted. Now, I've seen streamers that were muted, but not for that long, considering they listen to chat. But there are some streamers out there that don't pay attention to chat at all, which is a huge mistake, obviously. One of the reasons why you stream is so that you can chat with people and you pay attention to chat. But I've seen streamers that don't talk at all, regardless of what their chat, whether or not they have chat or not, and that's almost as bad as not paying attention to your chat. Considering that, I mean, I guess it's all right not to talk at all, but it's just something that I think is a little bit counterintuitive to what you're doing. And I need a D25, D24. This is the... Okay. But yeah, muted for an hour. He didn't even pay attention. That's not good. D24, D25. Okay. D24, D25. But I will admit though that when you're streaming, it's kind of hard to talk to yourself, right? So I've seen streamers that will light up when people are talking, which is, it just happens. I mean, if people are talking to you, then you're going to be talking back, and it's a lot more fun that way when you stream. It is a lot more fun that way when you stream, when people are talking to you in chat. But I've seen people that when they don't have anybody chatting with them in chat, shut down completely and just don't talk the whole time until somebody says something in chat. The problem with that, though, is that a lot of people will go into a stream and will watch what you're doing, which is cool. A lot of people will just watch what you're doing and they'll look and they'll just enjoy what you're doing on stream. But the fact that the bigger channels, especially, or the bigger subreddits, especially like League of Legends, Counter-Strike, and right now PUBG, when you watch these streams, the top streamers, regardless, are always talking about something, right? Whether or not they're talking to chat, and I understand if they're not paying attention to chat because chat is moving so fast, but they're always talking, and it's what sets them apart. There's the streamers that don't have that many viewers. They're the ones that have to, I guess, prove something. So if you're not able to talk to yourself, if you're not able to keep up a conversation with yourself, then typically you're not going to get noticed and you're not going to move up. So that's why, like, anybody that asks me, like, I'm not necessarily new. I've been streaming since 2015. I just stopped for a year, but I did stream for a year straight. I did build up a pretty good community, which is kind of sad because I shouldn't have stopped. It's just the fact that I missed everybody when I stopped, and I just gotten busy or busy. I moved, had a baby. But yeah, I streamed for a while, and one of the first things that I learned to do, which was talk to myself. Sushi, what's going on, bud? How are you tonight? Welcome back. But yeah, one of the first things I learned to do was talk to myself on my stream. Regardless whether or not there's anybody talking to me, I'll come up with whatever subjects, or I'll just talk to myself, or pretend like there's people in my chat and talk to them about absolutely fucking nothing. And as long as you're talking, then when people come in, and it's a weird thing, right? Even if there's 0 viewers and somebody comes in and you're talking to yourself, or you're just talking, it'll get those people to talk to you, or it'll not make, or it'll, oh my god, what's the fucking word I'm looking for here? It'll convince those people? Not convince, not promote. It's one of, I forgot which word, but it'll get people to talk to you. As opposed to you not saying anything at all when people come in and you're not talking. It'll just discourage people it'll encourage people to talk to you. It'll discourage them from talking to you if just absolutely silent, like completely, totally silent, especially if you're a new streamer, especially if you don't have that many. Persuade is another good word. Elpad, what's going on, bud? How are you? Have you checked out those YouTube channels? No, I didn't. I actually was at work yesterday and today. I work from home most of the time, but I had to come into the office. And when I do come to the office, it's usually a really, really long day. I actually got out pretty early today, considering that I had a lot of meetings and emails I had to catch up with. So yeah, I didn't get to check them out. I will check them out. I'm actually thinking about getting a couple of SGs and painting them, and I figured I would use those channels. I do have them saved. I'll use those channels to get some tips and tricks about how to paint. But no, didn't check them out yet. Persuade, intrigue, yes. Both those words. No, more persuade. Persuade, yeah. A. I'm pretty damn sure that the shoulder is supposed to go like this. I guess we'll find out later if that's the case. I need a D25 this way. Entice. Entice is a good word. Yes, it'll entice people to talk if you're already talking in the first place. It wants me to do... So it wants me to do this. Okay. I got it. So it wants me to do this. And then the other side snaps on like this. Nope. Other way. It snaps on like this. But yeah, something I always like. I have friends that want to stream. I have friends that wanted to stream and ended up streaming. And I said one of the first things you got to learn is you got to learn to talk to yourself, because if you're not engaging, even with no people watching you, and then when people come in, they'll be discouraged to engage with you, and they can be encouraged to engage with you if you're already engaging, regardless of how many people are in your chat. And then when people like what you're talking about, they'll talk about other stuff. So I'm watching you build while playing League and talking to my friends on Discord, talking about multitasking. Dude, if you could do all that, that's fucking awesome, dude. I can't do more than 2 things at the same time, regardless of what it is. I get distracted doing one thing, let alone 3 things at the same time. That's one of the reasons, actually, somebody mentioned the other night why I'm not on Discord, because GBA, Gundam Builders Association, I'm part of the Discord, and usually they're chatting right about now, or chatting in voice right about now, or like within the next hour, and they asked me, how come you're not in Discord? Because the majority of them in the stream are usually on Discord while they stream, and I told them that'd be too distracting for me, and I wouldn't be able to keep track of chat and whatever I'm doing. I'd probably just end up talking in Discord the whole time and then fuck up my whole stream altogether. So I told them, it's like, you know what, I just can't be distracted, and I can only do one thing at the same time. I'm already like talking to you guys and building, and as you can tell, I stop building when I talk to people. Lego Legends. I'm actually postponing my boosting for now. I need to wait for the MS cannon sets to come in. Oh, okay. And B, I should probably practice my painting first, so I'm going to paint my Hammock like a mock instead. Oh, good idea. I'm like I said, I'm actually probably going to get a couple of SDs and start painting those. Build them on stream and then paint those. Song requests, cool, yeah. Yeah, I keep telling people song requests is on, but nobody ever requests songs. A4, no, that's a D21. D21. But now the cool thing is, I remember like in the very, very beginning, like when I first started streaming, dear God, that was painful. Oh my God, that was painful. Because like I said, I didn't know. I mean, talking to myself wasn't. It's not that I'm a crazy person or anything, but talking to myself, especially like whenever I'm trying to figure something out. Okay, I gotta shave that down a bit. especially when I'm trying to figure something out, it was pretty common for me. But when I got on stream, I didn't realize that at all. That I had, you know, when the first, I'd say the first 5 streams that I did, I barely talked because I didn't know what I was supposed to do. And then I did more research, and I watched a lot more people streaming, especially the people that were not necessarily like top tier streamers, but the mid tier and the low tier streamers. And I watched what people did on their streams. The successful streamers, like I said, they don't necessarily keep up with chat, but they're always talking. They're always they're always talking about some kind of subjects that people can talk about or people can relate to. The mid-tier streamers, they don't have that many viewers, but when it does get quiet, when chat does get quiet, and happens every once in a while, then they just keep talking. I notice that they just keep talking, and then eventually chat will pick up. Until chat picks up, and then, you know, it's just a good way to keep up your stream. So after watching these people, I thought, okay, one of the first things that I need to learn is to talk to myself. That way, I mean, it doesn't even have to be like a really, really deep conversation. Shit, I'm not going to talk about fucking astrophysics with myself on stream, but at least I'll explain what I'm doing. Like, for instance, right now, I'm going to talk about how I'm getting ready to fucking cut myself with this X-Acto blade, because I'm cutting towards myself again, and I already cut myself once this past week. And I really, really, really shouldn't do that anymore. But yeah, talking to yourself, something you gotta learn. HX explains the science of Gundam. That's not gonna happen. Z-Mobi, you know what? The fucked up thing about that is that I've watched probably, I'd say, 70 to 80% of every Gundam series that's ever come out. Universal Century, all the externals, all the different ones. I've watched probably 70 or 80% of them, and I can't remember like little details about it. What happened to the tradition of thick Asian women in this chat? Sushi, who was that used to post thick Asian, like licks of thick Asians? Well, for those of you guys that are new to my channel, when I streamed over a year ago, it was there was one guy that got into stream. Like he started off as a troll, I think. So I think he started off as a troll, and what he did was he just posted images from Imager of really thick Asian women in lingerie or in bikinis. Nothing nude. He didn't post any nudity, but he used to troll with that, and and then it got to a point where people just started talking to the guy, and I started talking to the guy, and he started talking back, and he became a regular on my channel, and that was his thing. Like every 20-30 minutes, he would post a new link, and I would click on it, and I would see this thick Asian girl in questionable poses, in barely wearing anything, and I would tell my chat, okay, so and so just posted a link. Click at your own risk, but just to let you know right now, it's not. It's kind of a little bit NSFW area. And there are people that would click, and there are people that wouldn't click. As long as I warned them, they were pretty good about it. But yeah, the movie, it was fun. My stream, Sushi will tell you, my stream was. I'm not gonna straight up say entertaining, but I had a good cast of characters. on my stream for like a long time. I had a really good cast of characters. Everybody had their own little thing that everybody knew about. And of course, every once in a while, we'll have like new people in my channel. God, I hate glossy plastic pieces. Because no matter how you cut them, even with a good side cutter, they're always gonna be. And I cut that too close. Yeah, that's smart. But yeah, we had a good cast of characters. And like I said, every once in a while, somebody new would come in, and we'd all have all these inside jokes. In my opinion, back in the day, this is one of the OG Gundam streams. Well, Sushi. There's some people that I've talked to some people, so there's some people that don't remember me, like definitely don't remember me, that I follow and that follow me. But then again, like I said, I was gone for a long time. Can you link? Yeah. Sushi, go ahead. But yeah, I this is the way that it happened, right? So I started streaming League of Legends. I wanted to stream. I knew I wanted to stream. And let's continue the tradition. Sushi Bento. Guys, this is probably going to be a little bit NSFW. There you go. There you go. Yes. Sushi Bento, that is very impressive. That is very impressive, sir. Thank you very much for getting that out there. I'm glad that we can still do stuff like that. But yeah, I knew I wanted to stream, right? And I thought to myself, okay, so what am I gonna do to stream? I didn't do my research at all. I didn't do any research whatsoever. And I just saw that the number one most streamed game is League of Legends, so I thought to myself, I'm just gonna stream League of Legends. That's number one. That'll get me to the top no matter what. I'm gonna get so many viewers, and I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna do this for a living, and I'll get paid, and it's gonna be fucking awesome. And so I started streaming League of Legends, and I did a little bit more research. That kind of works. Kind of buffed the shit out of one side that I shouldn't have. But I can get away with it. But oh yeah, let's turns out you have to be good at the game. Yeah, turns out, you know what? Exactly, Zenobi. Turns out you have to be good at the game because it's saturated, really saturated. Number one, you have to be good at the game, of course, because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be interested in that. They're going to be interested in people that actually know how to play, or you have to have an amazing personality. Even then, you have to build up your channel. You could suck at having an amazing personality, and slowly but surely, and it's compounding. The amount of viewers and followers you have will expand or increase exponentially. And number three, you can have both, which will make your channel blow up pretty quick, like a lot quicker than if you had none or one or the other. Or you could be a booby streamer. That always does the trick, show your boobs. Nothing against those girls, they're doing an amazing job. They're fucking geniuses. The girls that actually like show off their assets are fucking geniuses. Number one, they're lucky. I mean, they're lucky because they're blessed with certain parts that they can use to their advantage. Number two, they know how to use it, so more fucking power to them. I've got nothing to say about that. The Twitch game, they're just exploiting male weakness. Exactly. They're just exploiting male weakness, but the fact is, it's what you fucking do. If you've got the right look, right, and the right parts, and you're given a platform to show off and possibly make money off that, shit, then you're set. And Twitch there are a lot of people on Twitch that they'll watch that kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie. I follow a couple of booby streamers, but I mean, I will say they have the redeeming qualities. But I follow, you know, a couple or a few booby streamers. And the first thing that caught my eye, I'm not gonna fucking lie, the first thing that caught my eye is like, oh, boobies. I'm gonna go take a look at these boobies. And then usually what causes me to stay or follow is whether or not they have an actual personality and or if they're actually good at the game. And you know, it's if you can get people to come into your channel using the boobs and then actually have a good personality and or actually have some sort of talent with the game that you're playing, then shit, you got me. I'll fucking follow that all day. And yeah, you'll have a follower, and I will watch you. I will watch you. There are, you know, and that's what happens with the majority of the booby streamers. The fact that they actually have a personality. And then there's trolls like Casey Tron, amazing girl, genius, fucking genius. I'm one of the people in the camp that I believe that women should really take advantage of the male population of Twitch, but at the same time, if you're gonna go out there and you're gonna be a booby streamer, but have that kind of a personality where you're openly pretty much trolling everybody on your stream, and people watch and will watch and what happened to Casey Tron? Actually, I haven't seen him in a long time. I haven't heard anything about him in a long time. And then have that kind of a personality or have that kind of a show that people will want to stay with, fucking genius. And then there's the booby streamers that just have boobs. And most of the time, like I said, I'll click on them, but I will not stay if there's no real content except for boobs. Because if I wanted boobs, I can watch fucking porn. You know? Yeah, I will watch fucking porn if I wanted just straight up boobs. But yeah. Oh, I forgot what we were talking about. So one of the OG Gundam streams. Yeah, I actually I started streaming League of Legends because I thought it was going to be quick and easy, painless, and then realized that it was what I was thinking was bullshit, and I wasn't gonna make it without work. And I thought to myself, okay, if that's the case, why wouldn't League of Legends work out? It's because that channel, that game is really fucking saturated. Wait a minute. So that game is really fucking saturated. There's so many streamers. There's so many streamers that are trying to break through and try, and they're all fighting for viewers. All of them are fighting for viewers. And it's really, really rough, especially if you're brand new on a saturated channel, on a saturated game. Even trying to make it as a medium-sized streamer on those games, or on that game specifically, it's fucking more than rough. I mean, I commend anybody that's actually trying to make it in something like League of Legends on Twitch, because that's a lot of work, and if they actually stick with it, eventually, it's just a matter of time. Eventually, you'll build up a following, and like I said, the more people that you bring in, let's put it this way: if I got myself a follower right now, they will probably view me for the next 2 to 4 weeks, maybe longer than that if they really like my stream, they really like my personality. So for 4 weeks, I have that one follower. The next week, I'll have a second follower, and then my channel looks like I have 2 followers. I mean, two viewers. And then the third week, let's just say I had 2 viewers. A couple of people got interested. Oh, he's got 2 viewers. They're watching him. Let's see what's going on with this guy. And I get 2 more viewers for the next, I don't know, 2 to 4 weeks. And then I now have 4 viewers on my channel. and then the 4 viewers turn to 8 viewers, and then people are starting to notice, oh, he's got 8 viewers. You know, what's going on his channel? Let me check them out. If they don't like my personality, they don't like my stream, then they can leave, or they can stay, and then my 8 viewers become so and so viewers, and then become so and so viewers, and then eventually you'll build up a good community, and you'll move up the ladder of how many viewers there are. And I thought to myself, okay, I can make that work. I can make that work. But what's something that's up and coming that's not saturated, right? So I did my homework. Where am I right now? Let's do D20. So I did my homework, and I looked at all the games that I could possibly find. I figured, okay, I don't want to be in a saturated game. I definitely don't want to be in a saturated game, because that's going to be way too much work. And like I said, anybody that's actually trying on a saturated stream, saturated game, I commend them, especially if they stay. But you know, I'm not going to try on a saturated game because it's going to be too much work, and I'm fucking lazy. I'm also I started looking at the smaller games. Oh shit! Oh good God! It's a good thing. I thought I lost that. Shit! Almost flipped that straight off, and this one twisted off. But I looked at the smaller games, and I thought to myself, okay, this might work. But the problem with the smaller games is the fact that you're kind of limited on the viewership. It's just like people trying to make it into the top tier of streaming in a certain game. The games work the same way, but it goes the opposite way. As time goes on, the games get lower and lower and lower, unless you're something like League of Legends, Counter-Strike, Hearthstone. But like I said, those are really, really saturated, and so the games will go down in viewership. So as they go down the line, as they get older. So I thought to myself, okay, maybe I'll do a small game, but nothing too small. And I experimented with a couple of games. I did Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous was actually really popular when it first came out, and then it quickly got down to the mid section of the games. Okay, and then the lower tier, and I thought to myself, okay, let me try to work this out. That didn't work out because at that time it only had 1,000 viewers at any given time, and the majority of those viewers are already on another stream, and those streamers are already popular in that niche, in that small game. So I thought to myself, okay, that's going to be a lot of fucking work, and again, I'm lazy. And so I looked, and then I noticed creative. Now in 2015, the creative channel was fairly new. And it was what's the word for it? It was when something is exotic or something is shiny at first. What's the word I'm looking for here? It was it was new and shiny. So people were going in there and they were doing random shit. It was like a mixture of talk shows, creative, IRL, all in one. You know, people are doing whatever they can, and it was, like I said, it was fairly new, and people were just trying to get in there, because you know it was making its way up the channels, and at the same time there weren't any real superstars in it. So the opportunity to actually make it into that channel was bigger. It was bigger than any other channel, and at the same time the amount of work that you have to put in isn't as high as, let's just say, a saturated channel, a saturated game, or a lower tier game, lower tier game. So I got into creative. I started watching a lot of creative people. People are starting to move up pretty fucking quick, and I thought to myself, okay, I can do this. But what do I do? At that time, I just so happened to be getting back into Gundam and Gunpla. Well, I was getting back into Gundam, so I was watching a lot of Gundam at the time. I just gotten off of about a year or so before that. I just gotten off a huge Gundam 00 kick, and I thought to myself, "Holy shit, I have missed Gundam. I haven't watched in a long time. I just watched 00, fucking amazing." So I started watching a lot of the UC stuff, and I started watching other Gundam series, and I thought to myself, "Okay, this is amazing. I need to." Music is a bit louder than your voice. Oh, okay. How's that, better? But like I said, so I just gotten back into Gundam, and I thought to myself, I need to go. You know, this is before the whole creative stream thing. And I thought to myself, okay, I want to go build Gunpla. Okay, so which grade does it want me to do this? Tiny piece, tiny piece. Oh, fine. The lights are tiny piece. So I thought to myself, okay, I need. Well, this is without even considering Twitch. I was thinking to myself, okay, I want to start building Gunpla again, because that would be pretty fucking cool. Shit, that does not really explain what the difference is between the top and the bottom. It looks exactly the same no matter what. Looks exactly the same no matter what. No matter what I do. Looks exactly the same. So yeah, so I figured, okay, I'd start building, again, this is outside of creative or Twitch, I figured I'd start building Gunpla again, because I hadn't built Gunpla since I was a kid, like back in the Gundam Wing days. And those were like super basic shit. It was like HG shit. I didn't even, yeah, they had a rating at that time. But it was something that I got from like a fucking toy store, and I built that. And it was a wing unit, an actual wing unit. And I figured, okay, you know, this is a big thing, and there's a lot more resources now, and a lot of places I can get into, and I thought to myself, okay, I'll take those off. And so, shit, I'm seriously debating how I'm supposed to put this in, because I'm scared that it's going to be the wrong fucking way. But it looks like it fits. So I figured I'll do that. And then I thought to myself, okay, creative, they're doing a lot of things. And I noticed a couple of Gunpla streamers on creative. And I followed a couple of them, and I thought that was really interesting. I probably could use that as a resource to help me learn how to, you know, build Gunpla again, or how to properly build Gunpla. The problem with that is, E4, E5, the problem with that is that none of them really stayed around. These guys would stream like once or twice, E4, E5. They would stream Gunpla, you know, once or twice, and never stream it again, or never stream again, because for one, and now Gunpla is easier because now we have an advanced rule where only the shoulders move. Only the shoulders move. But yeah, so they would never stream again. Sure. They would never stream again, or they would never stream Gunpla again. I guess they were just experimenting, or they were bored, or they just happened to think that, okay, creative is going to be cool, it's going to be fun, but they didn't have patience, whatever it might have been, but they never streamed again. And I thought to myself, holy shit, this is something that I might be able to get into, right? This is something that I might be able to do. And I thought to myself, okay, hopefully I have the patience for this shit, because I've tried it before, and I hadn't streamed in a while. And like I said, I've tried it before, and I thought to myself, well, maybe I'll actually stick with it. And that might have been my niche. Like I said, creative was getting pretty big at the time. And so I bought myself a kit. I did my research. I bought myself some basic tools. It's in here somewhere, my basic tool kit, my basic tool set. And I set up this whole thing. I set up this whole thing on OBS. I figured out how to use OBS. I set up OBS. I set up all these graphics. You guys have probably seen my channel. If you haven't seen my channel, go check out the actual channel format itself. I made all the graphics. I made all these little things, and I figured out how to do scrolling text and all this and Photoshop. I already knew how to use Photoshop, all that shit. And I started streaming. At first, it was rough. My very first stream ever was a real grade Exia. And I thought, okay, I'll do that. And it took me I think my very, very first stream was 4 hours. And I'd only built half of the leg. Because I was really, 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 really slow. I had buffing blocks, and I would buff them for 5 minutes. I'd buff a nub for 5 whole minutes, or I would sand something down, which I'm actually not filing anything, which is bad. Let's go file something down. So I would file something down, and I built half the leg in 4 hours, or a quarter, 3/4 of the leg, or something like that. And it was a slow process, and at that time, nobody, literally nobody was watching me at all. And I thought, okay, yeah, I hate the sanding process, it takes forever. Yeah, it does. It does. Especially if you're trying to get the nubs down to flush without actually damaging any exposed pieces. The fucked up thing about this kit is the fact that it's got a lot of gold soft plastic for the internal frame, which the nubs you're gonna get stress marks no matter what. And then the other parts are glossy black, and there's nothing you can fucking do about it. There's gonna be stress marks everywhere, and you can't file everything down on the black pieces because it will even if it's flush, it'll take the gloss off. That's why I just paint them. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to get into, right? So yeah, so it took me 4 hours to build 3/4 of the legs on Exia. Did I? Oh, okay, cool. For a second there, I thought. So, and then so I don't have to care how ugly it looks. It takes me 6 hours on average for a pair of legs. Yeah. It's my first stream of this, it took me 3 or 4 hours for a whole leg. But then again, that was the first time I built a Gundam in a year. Legs always take the long. Yeah, me too. It took me 4 hours to build one leg. But then again, I was slow as fuck. Well, I wasn't necessarily slow because I'm building slow. It's because I have chat also that I'm keeping up with. And so, yeah, Exia took me a while, and I got a couple of viewers. From Exia. The legs on this took me a long time. The waist was quick. The right arm was quick. This left arm is taking a little bit of time. We'll see where it goes. And so I got a couple of viewers, and I got a couple of followers. Probably my first week, I got a couple of them. And then I got a couple more, and I got a couple more. One of my first viewers ever was StarCab. For those of you guys that don't know him, StarCab is one of my mods, if not the only mod that I have. And you might see him later on. I don't know why, but I can't really enjoy building a kit. But as soon as I hit the legs, I hit a low and become slightly disenjoyed. Really? I like building the legs. it's because they're thick and they have like so many like exposed pieces. They just look really really cool to me, as opposed to like other parts of the Gundam where everything is covered up, right, by armor. A lot of the leg, for at least for the real grades, a lot of the legs have the inner frame showing, and I fucking love that. It looks really complicated. It looks really like, it looks like a party. But yeah, that's that. I love building the legs. It's the slowest part for me, but it's also the most fun for me because there's like so many things that you do. And I've only really built real grades. The only high grade that I've got a couple of master grades. I've built a shit ton of real grades. I probably got 80% of all the real grades out right now. And I've got like one HG, which is my Barbados. When it first came out, I got that. And so yeah, so I got a couple of viewers here, a couple of viewers there, a couple of followers here, a couple of followers there. And after a while, I got quicker and quicker building, and I was like maybe 3 or 4 kits in, and I was probably a couple of months into streaming, and I noticed I started getting pretty big. Not big as in terms of, you know, I'm like the top fucking streamer, but I was like in the top 10 of creative. Now, just to put it oh my god, I can't find my fucking words. Just to put it in well, let's just say that at the time creative wasn't really that big anyway, but I was in the top 10. Like it's not like today. In perspective, yes, to put it into perspective. Truth, what's going on, bud? I caught your stream the other day. I gotta talk to you about how you're streaming. That I gotta give some suggestions to you about the things that you're doing in streaming. You're doing really, really, really good on your streams, but I thought, you know, I probably could give you a couple of suggestions that would make it more entertaining for me at least. Lpad getting pretty big. That's what she said. Too late, dude. I'm already there. No, I'm not that big. I'm not. No, truth. One thing that I wanted to tell you, probably the main thing that I wanted to tell you on the stream, is that plan out like where you're gonna be and where you're gonna go in relation to each other, so that it doesn't take so much time for you to get from one place to another in your car. Because something that I noticed immediately is when I got into your channel, you had 180 viewers, and you were walking around. This is the day that you got into the farmer's market. You had about 180 viewers, which was really, really great. Then you got in your car, and it took you like maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes before you got to your next location. At that point, you lost 100 viewers. So probably plan out where you're gonna go, and then where you're gonna go next, and make sure that in relation to each other, it doesn't take you long to get from one location to another. Hopefully that helps. I mean, you can take my advice to heart, or, you know, consider it bullshit. And you know, it's, geez, I forgot what I was doing. So it's up to you on what you want to do. But it's just something that I noticed myself. You're doing the water thing too, and I that was really, really good. I was thinking to myself, you should get one of those camelbacks, the backpack with all the water in there, and then you can use that to drink some water, keep yourself hydrated the whole time. But where was I? So camelbacks, yup. So you can drink water as you go along, so you don't have to go back to your car for some water or anything. So like I was saying, so after a while I was consistently in the top 10 of creative, you know, and I had like on average about 20 to 30 viewers. And in perspective, you can tell creative wasn't all that big if you have like 30 viewers and you're in the top 10. And I think my top ever, I topped out like around 50 viewers at one time for the whole stream. And that's the biggest I ever got. And I did that for about a year. I did that for a year where I was averaging out about 20 to 30 viewers a stream. And I had a good community. Like Sushi Bento and I were talking about earlier, we had like a good community of people, you know, that would be in here and chatting. And it was pretty fucking awesome. I thought it was pretty fucking awesome. Sushi Bento is one of my cast characters there, and yeah, and I was the top Gunpla streamer for a while, because at the time nobody was really streaming Gunpla. Towards the end, there were more people streaming Gunpla, and they were getting in on it, and I thought that was really cool because I wanted to build a strong Gunpla community on Twitch, on creative, and I wanted more people to stream Gunpla, and everybody that back in 2015, and and I was telling everybody in my channel, stream your shit. You know, if you need any help on graphics or OBS or anything like that, ask me. But everybody that was doing Gunpla at the time, I told them, if you have a computer and you have a webcam and you're building Gunpla, stream that shit. Stream it on creative. Let's get a community going. Let's get like a bunch of people streaming Gunpla. And let's do this. Let's all just like take advantage of the fact that creative is so new and it was growing, and let's do this. And more people started streaming, and then what happened was I ended up with a few things happening. Like I said, I moved. I had a baby. I got really busy at work. I actually switched jobs from one company to another company at the time also. And all those things happening all at the same time. And I put my computer in a place that I didn't really have easy access to it. So I kind of, you know, the more you see something, the more you tend to use it, and the more you don't see something, the more you tend to not take advantage of the fact that it's there. And yeah, so I stopped streaming for about a year. If you have a computer with internet speed of 7 Mbps and a phone that streams in a small 3x4 box when you're a streamer Gunpla, yeah, dude, seriously. If you have, because I don't know how long you've been around Silver Astray's streaming, but when he first started out, and I remember when he first started out because I followed him, probably his first month streaming, I was one of his followers, and I remember he used to stream using a tablet, he used to stream using a tablet, and it was a basic setup. And I don't even think he had a face cam at the time. He just had that one tablet, and it would be like on his it would be on his Gunpla, and I think he would move it to his face every once in a while, but it was mostly on his Gunpla, and that's it. And yeah, so I took a year off, and now I get back, and everybody's streaming, and fucking creative. If you're in the top 10, you have to have at least 100 viewers, and there's like a lot of partnered creative streamers, and at the time there were like barely any partnered creative streamers, or either that or they were partnered from games and they just did creative shit on the side, and those were the only partnered people on stream, on creative. Ajax, where are you from? I am from Southern California. I am originally from Northern California, which I know is where you're from. I'm originally from Northern California, a place called Daly City, which is directly north of San Francisco. It's the next city over from San Francisco. Not north, south. It's the city directly south of San Francisco, Daly City, Northern California. That's where I was raised. Then I moved to Southern California. And Daly City, I don't know where that is, where all the Filipinos live. E4, E5, so this is 4. Now I'm getting distracted by my stories here. But yeah, Daly City. And then I moved to Southern California a while ago to move in with my girlfriend, who is now my wife and the mother of my children. Okay, so it wants me to do that. But yeah, I get back now. But wait, yeah, I'm not even going to ask you. I shouldn't even ask you where you're from, but I know you're from Northern California. I know you mentioned that a couple of times. Cool, that fits in there. That fits in here, and that will complete my inner frame. Oh, you're from San Jose. Shit, I have ex-girlfriends from San Jose. I have friends from San Jose. No, dude, this one thing. Don't tell people what city you're from. Well, yeah, I guess we're in chat, so yeah, go ahead and do that. San Jose, yeah. I actually lived in San Jose for a few months with an ex-girlfriend of mine. Okay, that works. And so that builds up the inner frame of the whole thing. Okay. Well, yeah, that builds up the whole thing. Now on A3. So, yeah. And now there's the GBA, the Gunpla Builders Association, and there's like a ton of Gunpla streamers. There's a ton of regular Gunpla streamers. There's the people that are like dipping their toes in it. I think it's fucking awesome. But I do regret taking a break because I now have to start over. You know, I don't know how many viewers that I have, but I'm topping out at around 12 viewers a stream. 12 viewers at max concurrent, which is fine for me. You guys are awesome, and I enjoy streaming regardless of whether or not I have 2 people watching, 1 person watching, 10, 20, 30 people watching. You know, I don't care. I love streaming, and I love talking to people who actually come in, and I love people that want to ramble with me, and I do a lot of rambling. But truth, I will tell you one thing. What you did on IRL is absolute fucking genius. It's genius. You found your niche, and I hope you stick with it, and I hope you grow more than you already have. You know, because you found your niche, dude. You only started streaming like less than a month. I think you started streaming about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and you're averaging about 150 to 200 viewers at any given time while you're doing IRL. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy, dude. You will get partnered so fucking quick if you continue that shit. That's fast. That is fast to have that kind of popularity that fast, dude. That's really, really good. Damn, this Hugo kid. First you make me look like a fool with your waist joint. Then you slice open my thumb with your weird sharp bird feet. Dude, at least you didn't get yourself an X-Acto knife, you know. I don't know if you were here for that night, but I fucking got myself my X-Acto knife. I was bleeding like fucking crazy. I just squeezed the shit out of it to make it stop bleeding, just so I can continue on my stream. But yeah, that was not fun. And I'm doing the same exact thing I'm not supposed to do, what I was doing when I was streaming that night, which is cutting or shaving towards myself as opposed to away from myself. But yeah, so here we are, starting over, still having a lot of fun. This is my first kit since I came back, and I'm thinking about painting. You know what? Honestly, man, I didn't even think. Don't worry, man. No, the truth, just focus on your stream. Like I said, you found yourself a niche, and focus on what you're doing. You know, find out more fun things that you can do. You got you got a great great opportunity. The fact that you got rated by all those French people from that one forum, and then next thing you know, you got really fucking big on that, and you've maintained it. Really fucking great, man. Concentrate on do you concentrate on your stream. Don't worry about me. I think you've got a great opportunity there, and I think you should take advantage of it. So yeah, so here we are, and here's Truth Messenger, guys. If you haven't followed Truth Messenger, follow him. He is the greatest, one of the greatest like troll killers I've seen on Twitch, because he's got like 180, like 150 to 200 viewers at any given time, and I'd say a majority of his people on chat are trying to troll him, but he just fucking keeps going with it. It doesn't fucking faze him. He just keeps going with what he's doing. Guys, if you haven't already followed this guy, follow him. Watch one of his streams, and you'll see. Because people will troll him, and he just goes along with it. I mean, I thought I was good at killing trolls, but this guy is fucking awesome. You guys really gotta follow him if you're not already. I highly recommend. I actually think I'm X-Acto proof. Back when I took graphic arts courses 4 years ago, I constantly missed the vinyl. I was trying to cut off the machine and would drag the blade across my really constantly, and it would never cut. Not even sharp plastic bricks, dude. It might be that might be your superpower. It would be a pretty fucking niche superpower, but that might be your superpower, is X-Acto knives can't catch you. So if there's ever a supervillain named X-Acto Man, who was just made of X-Acto knives, then you and him can battle, and you'd probably kick his ass. Dude, you and X-Acto Man could have an epic battle. Where am I here? So yeah, dude. That's amazing. It's funny though. Out of like the 2 years that I started, since I started building Gunpla again about 2 years ago, up until now, I cut myself. I know I cut myself like a couple times, but never to the point where I was bleeding. I'd probably like graze my skin or whatever, and then sure enough, like 2 streams ago, for the first time that I actually cut myself, since coming back, I fucking started bleeding, and I was like, oh fuck, great. And I know it's against terms of service to show blood on stream, and I even accidentally, I was like, I'm not gonna get fucking banned. Supervillains would have to resort to attacking with sporks. Dude, that would be my thing. Sporkman. Me and Sporkman could have at it. Cause I would be, there's another combination of, what is it? Knife and fork? Or knife and spoon? Oh, but I forgot what it's fucking called. Do you guys remember what it's called? Anybody here? I know there's another combination of knife and fork or knife and spoon, and it's called something, and I thought it was an awesome fucking name, and I can't remember what it is now. But yeah, there's another combination. Spork? Is it spork? No, that's what me and Zumobi are talking about. We're talking about sporks, but there's another combination that actually has a cool name too. Fupoon. Fupoon? No, not that. Not that. Now you made me forget. Poon. No. Now you guys are just messing with me. No. Not that. See, it took me an hour, close to an hour and a half, to build out a fucking arm. See? Because I'm awesome like that. I'm awesome like that. I'm so fucking badass that in like an hour and a half I can build out like a whole arm of the Gundam. Alright, here you go. Here you go, folks. I know my fucking camera focuses like shit. I know my camera focuses like shit, but here you go. So I've got the right arm and the left arm. I've got 2 legs and the waist unit. And it wants me to build the body. Now it's been an hour and a half, I'll build the body anyway. I don't know what a Knork or something sounds like, a fantasy monster. That would be my super villain, is the Knork. And I would be the Spork. That would be my superhero name, is the Spork, because I do love sporks, I do love using sporks. I think the Spork is one of the handiest tools ever created by man. Ever. One of the smartest things ever invented by man is a Spork. Because it's a spoon fork. I mean, you can eat soup with it, and you can stab a fucking steak with it at the same time. And it's so fucking, it's so good. And then, yes, the super villain I would fight would be the Knork, which would be a fork knife man. And you would think that he would have the advantage on me because he would have sharp objects coming out of him, but fuck that. I would fuck up Knork in a second. Because Spork versus Knork, I'm the good guy. Spork is always the good guy. Knork, no, not so much. Trying to meet up with Andy Millock and SF, but we'll see it. What? Have you been in contact with him already? Because if so, dude, you and Andy Millock would fucking kill it. You would kill it. Number one, you would kill it, right? And just as a side note, it's good to piggyback. Because right now he averages about 2,000 to 3,000 viewers at any given time, and he's partnered and all that stuff. And if you can partner with him, you're growing really fast. And I'm sure that he's probably seen your stream, like even for a couple of minutes, and he knows who you are. Dude, get on that. Get on that. But yeah, Knork, fuck that guy. Just don't be that one guy from a while back. What one guy? Yeah, but the thing is, I really wanted to just meet him and crack some jokes. Dude, crack some jokes, but streaming with the boombox would be badass. Yup, you guys walking around San Francisco with that boombox, and him fucking just cracking jokes with you, fucking amazing. I would watch the living shit out of that. D5. Okay, back to what I was doing. But yeah, dude, boombox and you would be great. Shinobi, yeah, what one guy? D5. Oh, don't almost cut that. So I almost cut a piece that I wasn't supposed to cut straight the fuck off. Without even fucking looking. Woo! Avoided a disaster there. Avoided the disaster there. Okay, cool. But I love watching you build this stuff up. Oh, dude. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. I don't care about like at this point, like I said, at the time when I first started, I thought to myself, okay, I want to get big on Twitch. But now this is more or less a hobby for me. I have the main thing that I used to always want to build Gundam. Dude, do it. Do it. Basic toolkit, tool set. Zemobi, how much do they cost again? I forgot how much they are because I bought this thing so fucking long ago. But like a basic tool set will cost you like less than $20 or around $20, and a Gundam will cost you around $10-15. Dude, and since it's your first, you can fuck up all you want. Dude, so be it. You should do it just for fun. Don't even think about it as like a giant hobby or anything. You know? At first, all it is you building your first kit that you want to say that you accomplished something. So somebody ended up stream sniping Andy a while back, but he was cool with it, so they hang out and go to the bars and shit. But the sniper starts making jokes and telling the bartender shit like, oh, he's underage or he's fake ID and just being a general dick. Really? Really? It's not that Jesse dude, is it? It's not that Jesse dude, because I know that Andy streamed with like a couple of other people, like Lord Kirk or Lord of Kirk. I follow that guy now. Great guitarist, great singer. I know he streamed with him, and he streamed with this guy Jesse, which seems like a douche. I mean, not to talk shit. I shouldn't talk shit about like other people on the stream, but he seems. I'm not gonna lie. The guy seems like a giant douche. Because Andy's funny, and the guy seems like he's just taking advantage of Andy's fame. But yeah, honest, I just do it to look at it for myself. Yeah, dude, do it. That was Ruben from Epic 5. The guy that stream sniped Andy? Oh, the douche? I thought his name was fucking Jesse. I saw him streaming today with that guy while they were walking around LA. Did I shave that? No, I shouldn't. But yeah, man. You saw him too? Okay. But I don't know, man. I can't judge a guy for wanting to hang out with certain people, with people that he wants to hang out with. For all I know, you know what? I shouldn't even talk shit, because for all I know, the guy is fucking awesome. The guy's like an amazing friend. So hey, it's not my. Hold on. Okay, so it wants me to. Okay, so it wants me to do that. And it wants me to stick these tags out. Oh shit! Buttress! Oh shit. Thank you so much for the host. Really appreciate it. Hosting me for 29 viewers. The Buttress, she is the first partnered Gunpla streamer on Creative. I remember when I started watching her stream a while ago, she has worked her ass up from being one of the first Gunpla streamers on Creative to being the first partnered streamer on Creative. Thank you very much for the host. You're awesome, girl. Appreciate it. Awesome. Guys, if you're not already following her, please follow her. She's an amazing Gunpla streamer. She does custom work. She does all that stuff. Awesome girl. Please follow her. And guys, welcome to my stream. Guys, really appreciate it for you coming in. Hopefully you enjoy yourself. Considering the fact that I am taking a long ass fucking time. Eddie Vanity, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the support. Go ahead and chat it up. Again, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. As you guys can see, I've gotten a couple of things already done. Silver Stray, what's up, bud? How are you? Butt raid, yay, guys! Thank you. Bot account. Oh shit, that came off again. This ankle piece keeps coming off like really like all the goddamn time. Everybody's doing Transformers on Twitch now. I know, right? Lefty, the fact that I can't get it to transform or get any of these kits to transform probably makes me really dumb. But I keep building them anyway. If you can find any way or any instructions on how I can make these things transform, that would be fucking great. Oh god, sorry guys. I have my bot turned on. Let me disable some of these bots. You guys, I might as well disable some of these bots. OG Michael, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate the support. Let me turn my songs back on. But yeah, let me. I'm fucking up really bad. Real quick, I'm so fucking nervous now. But yeah, like I said, I've got a couple of legs going. I've got the waist going. Oh, for those guys that don't know what I'm building, yeah, I gotta do this. For those of you guys that don't know what I'm doing, I am. God, I can't keep up with chat now. Just I'm doing a Astray gold frame Amatsu Mina. This is a real grade. I started building him, or whatever you want to call him or her, about this week. This is the first week I started streaming since I took a break for a year last year. But yeah, I am now done with the legs. I'm done with the waist. I'm done with the right arm. I'm done with the left arm. I just finished up the left arm right now, actually. That's definitely one of the stories I want to Hey, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate the support. That's one of the Astrays I wanted to try first. Oh, really? Actually, you know what? I had the red frame Astray, real grade, when it first came out. Because I remember when I was building Gundams, doing Gunpla on stream for a long time ago, like around 2015. I know that the red frame, I saw like a bunch of trailers for it, and I wanted to build it really, really fucking bad. And the first week that it came out, I was all over that shit. I went to my hobby shop, I bought it, didn't care how much it costed. I built that shit on stream. I would take it out of the box right now, but I'd have to run to my closet, and my closet's pretty far away, and I'm goddamn lazy, so I'm not gonna go to my closet right now to take it out of the box. But yep, I built that like the first week that it came out. Amazing kit, like Silver Stray says. Red frame, amazing kit. He finished my left arm, yes. VFX, thanks for the follow. VFX, I've seen you around. Thanks for the follow, appreciate the support. But red frame is big. Dude, that was an amazing kit because it was so articulated. It was probably one of the most articulated like Gunplas that I built at that point. Now mind you, the newer ones are really, really articulated too. But yeah, the red frame was fucking amazing when I first got that kit. Now you guys have completely made me forget what I was doing. Again, Buttress, thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Blue frame Astray or bust. Oh no. Oh, green? You like green? No, the red frame has always been my favorite. Always. We're all gonna have to fight. You have all the frames? So far now I have the red frame, I have the gold frame, I do have to build the blue frame. The green frame looks really, really awesome, but you know, I love the red frame. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate the support. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for coming from Buttress's stream. You love Pink Transformers? That's RC. Her name is RC from Transformers the movie. She came out from Transformers the movie, the 1989 cartoon movie first. She was RC and she was Hot Rod. And what was the green Transformer's name? I forgot his name, but I know the green Transformer from the movie liked her, but she had a crush on fucking Hot Rod, who eventually turned out to be Rodimus Prime. And let's see. What about bear guys? Bear guys are awesome. You know what's funny about that is I have not built a bear guy yet. And I know if you're going to be seriously taken, if you're going to be a Gunpla builder, you had to build a bear guy, but unfortunately I haven't built a bear guy yet. I will though. I will eventually. Holy shit, I got on Twitch for the first time in ages and I see Ajax streaming. I forgot to send it. Dude, Alistair, what's going on, bud? I haven't seen you in a while. We're at D17 now. But yeah, I haven't seen you in a long time, dude. How have you been? And yes, I'm back. I'm streaming again. After a year-long break, I'm streaming again. Let's see. I don't know what's Gundams. I'm lost, dude. I would give you the Wikipedia, and I would suggest some Gundam series. All right, just to explain to everybody, just in case, and I'm pretty goddamn sure you guys already know what the hell I'm talking about, considering you just came from Buttress's stream. But Gundam is a mech or robot anime from Japan that started out in the 70s? Yes, the 70s, and it's still going right now. There's an actual basic universe, or the real timeline, which is called Universal Century, which has a bunch of Gundams in it, and then there's external Gundams. I know a lot of people are going to hate me on this, but I would say that you would need to start off with Mobile Suit Gundam. It's really old, but Mobile Suit Gundam is a good way to start. But my favorite is still 00. And that's what people are probably going to be like, oh, you like 00, huh? You're a noob. Nope, 00 is awesome. That's just my thing. So we're at B17 right now. And this is the back piece or the front piece that I'm doing. Cool. Okay, so, but yeah. All you have Discord or website, I forgot when you disappeared. Let's see, I got that and 6Q. So I guess I'm putting the arms together with the inner frame of the torso. Okay, so it wants me to do a D5. But yeah. So yeah, anybody that's wondering, RC was the pink Transformer. Gundam is a different series altogether. Wing, there's Gundam Wing. If you guys remember that, Gundam Wing came out over a decade ago, and that was probably the first Gundam anime that was released in the United States on Cartoon Network, and it became really popular. For the love of God, where am I? D5. D5. If I can find D5, I'll be happy. Okay, cool. Found it. And then from there, it's gotten pretty big in the United States with a lot of people that like to watch anime, especially mech anime, that love to watch Gundam. The newest one from Gundam is IBO, or Iron Blood Orphans. If you haven't seen that, really good. First season was really good, introducing everything. Second season was a little bit too political for me, but and the ending, man. For those that watched IBO, you guys probably understand what I'm talking about. The ending was at least in my opinion, was not satisfying at all. Let's see. You guys are moving really fast. And Eddie, you hear that Buttress's bear guys are awesome? Oh, really? Yeah, I know. Where am I now? Let me catch up on chat right now. You like Rec G? People don't like me much. Rec G is good, dude. It's a Gunpla community on Twitch around the world. Silver Stray is explaining. The other suits from Rec. I haven't seen it. Yeah, I like the suits too. I haven't finished Rec G. Computer. I only know about computers. I don't know nothing about anime shows. Oh, you should get into anime, Lefty. It's goddamn mind. I had no idea where it wanted the story to go. Yeah, I'd never finished it. I'm blasphemous. I've only seen OG Gundam in the first season of IBO. Watch the second season, Alistair. Really good. Really good. Even with the ending, I didn't really like. I'm not gonna bust it out though. But yeah, the latest one is IBO, Iron Blooded Orphans. They just finished off the second season, which was I believe the final season. And if you want to see, besides the fact that it's a pretty good set of series of anime and mech anime, they also came out with Gunpla, which is Gundam Classic Models. Which is what I'm doing right now on stream, which you guys probably already know because you come from Buttress's streams. Don't listen to Eddie. So you guys know each other. Okay. I should just leave on Nubia. No, Lefty, no. No, no, no. And yeah, that's where it is. You guys came in at the time where I was just explaining my streaming career to a few people on stream, like how long I've been streaming and my successes with streaming and what I failed in on streaming. But yeah, I took a year. I took a year off from streaming a while ago because I ended up moving. I ended up having a baby. I ended up having a new job, and I put my computer in a stupid place in my house. So, oh, and you guys can't see my face, but I'm making stupid faces too. Let's see. Ajax's stream down there. Yep. I'm in GBA Discord. But honestly, Butt's right. No, I'm sure you're cool. How's the kid, by the way? Oh, she's cool. Well, the kids, all the kids. Now my 13-year-old, well, my 20-year-old is in college. 20-year-old is my ex. He's in college right now. All he's interested in is vaping, and he does vape competitions, which I know a lot of you guys will probably laugh at that, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really all that interested in vape tricks. I vape, yes, but it's to get away from smoking. Yeah, he does vape tricks and all that. So that's my 20-year-old. My 13-year-old is about to graduate from middle school. He's gonna be going to high school next year. And he's getting really fucking tall. I'm 5'8", which is a little bit shorter than average. 5'10" is average height in the United States. So I'm 5'8", and my 13-year-old is now 5'9", and plays basketball. And he's only 13, so he's going to get tall. Well, he's already taller than me, but he's going to get much, much taller than me very, very quick. So that's my 13-year-old. My 7-year-old, he's 7 now or 8? I gotta head out though. Gonna make pizza and finally watch the finale of Survivor. No one tell me who won or I'll kill you. I'm the same way with The Voice. I watch a lot of The Voice. Buttress, thank you very much again for the host. Appreciate it. See you again soon. I'm gonna be watching. I have been watching your streams with the Death Scythe. We'll continue to watch it. Death Scythe is one of my favorite Gundam, along with Exia. But yep, have fun. Thank you for the host again. So yeah, my 13-year-old is graduating from middle school. My 7-year-old, which I believe just turned 8. Dear God, I know my wife would kill me. I can't remember if he just turned 8. Everyone knows the best gun plot is the mustache of justice. Fuck, now I can't remember the goddamn title. The Mustache of Justice. God, let me... Hold on. Let's see. Here you go. Oh dear God. Oh no. Oh no. What am I doing? I wonder if this link would work. Did that work? Does it go? Yes! That is the mustache of justice. For those of you who are Gundam fans. Back to my instructions. But yeah. So yeah, I was just talking about, yeah, that's right, my 8-year-old is also very, very cool. He's gonna start playing basketball. And this is the right arm. He's going to start playing basketball very soon. Just at the YMCA. Nothing crazy. It wants me to do that, right? And then it wants me to... And then it wants me to do... That's gonna be strange. So it wants me to do that. That's right. And so it works. Sweet. And then it wants me to do... If it wants me to do that, then why are the arms twisted this way? Unless it wants me to do... That's what it wants me to do? No, that can't be. Turn A is apparently the stuff of nightmares and kids from according. You know what's funny about that, Zmobi? I actually watched the guy build that like about a year and a half ago. I watched the guy build that on stream, and he did not have a good time. No. I think it was Stock Potato. Starcab, what's going on? Welcome back, sir. But yeah. Was it Stock Potato? Hey, Starcap. Stock Potato is the one that built the Turn A, right? Let's see. Yeah, he airbrushed the shit out of that too. Yeah. Stock made the Turn A. Yeah, I remember that stream. He made, yeah, he airbrushed that and everything. Really cool. All right, so it wants me to do that. All right, so let's just get this straight. It wants me to do that, so that works. That works just fine. Now it wants me to put it back in here and put this. So I can't do that. I can't. It just won't let me do that. I have to look at the instructions. No, I lost my instructions. Okay, cool. Alright, so it wants me to do, and then it wants me to turn it. Okay. So it wants me to do that. So it doesn't want me to do that. Okay. It wants me to stick this in here, and then turn it. Yeah, okay, that works. And then it wants me to do a D6. I'm talking with people on Discord. I can't hear you, right? You can't hear me? Let's see. It needs a D6. D6, where am I? D6. Now I can't find the D6. Okay, I found it. But yeah, I remember Stop Potato. And that's another one of the streamers that I really miss, because I remember like about a year and a half ago when I started streaming about 2 years ago, Stock Potato was one of my regular viewers, and I hit it off with him immediately because the guy knew a lot about Gunpla. He knew a lot about Gunpla, and he started streaming, and this guy fucking put me to shame. Now I already thought I was a noob, because I did straight builds only on screen, and I already felt what's the word I'm looking for here? I already felt insecure about the fact that I only did like straight builds. I knew I kept talking about like painting my stuff, which I will do. I have a lot of kits. I guess you could say they're in my backlog now, but yeah, I have a lot of kits to build. I mean to paint. But Stock Potato started streaming, and he had an airbrush booth and everything, and the guy was airbrushing everything, and he was doing custom builds and all this stuff, and I haven't built the Gunpla in a year and a half. Well, it's Alistair. Dude, inadequate. Yes, Viper, that's exactly the word I was looking for. But yeah, that guy, he custom built everything, airbrushed everything, and amazing. And he didn't really, that's the thing though about him. he streamed, didn't really talk much, but he still had a good amount of viewers just because you couldn't turn away. You couldn't. Yeah, you can turn him away. You can turn the stream off because the stuff that he was doing was just absolutely fucking amazing. And so I watched the stream. A bunch of other people watched the stream, and I was just mesmerized because this guy was so fucking good. And I just thought to myself, wow, I hope to God one of these days I'm somewhere near as good as this guy. And now, well, like we were talking earlier, now everybody on stream, I've watched a lot of people doing Gunpla streams. They're fucking amazing. My oh my, it's Sushi. Yes, welcome back. But yeah. And yeah, I watch now, and there's so many amazing streamers that does so much. You know, so much on their streams, so much custom and paint work. It's just amazing to me. And like I was saying, like last year, I was hoping that there would be a big community of Gunpla streamers. And then I was watching, and I followed Buttress, and I found out she was partnered, and I was like, what? That's amazing. That's amazing. A Gunpla streamer actually partnered. So proud, so happy. And then now there's like a bunch of up-and-comers. A bunch of up-and-comers. Like really, really good streamers. Really good Gunpla. Really good work. But, oh yeah. Shit, I completely forgot about what we were talking about. So yeah, so my 8-year-old is good. He's about to start playing basketball. Man, my train of thought is all over the place right now. And then my 6-year-old is cool. He is doing a lot of Roblox. He's playing a lot of Roblox. Actually, he wants to do YouTube now. My 8-year-old and my 6-year-old both want to do YouTube. Had to deal with a bunch of stuff, little bit of stuff. Yeah, me too, Alistair. And so they both want to do YouTube, just want to do Roblox. And I'm like, well, I don't know if I want to let you do that. It wants me to do this. Nope, not that. It wants me to do what now? Okay, cool. And then I've got my baby, which is my 18-month-old. And she is amazingly cute. And yeah, she's fun. She is a lot of fun. My wife says that she's my favorite. I have no favorites. I don't play favorites. There are no favorites in this house. But okay, so it wants me to do. That's backwards though. That's ass backwards. That's not what it wants me to do at all. Oh. That's not the way it wants me to do it. That's the way it wants me to do it. Is that the way that it wants me to do it? Is that the way that it wants me to do it? I think so. Hold on real quick. God damn it, it wants me to do, it's up, and let me just see, maybe I can figure it out from here. If I can figure it out from here, that would be good. Okay, so that is the way it wants me to do it. It's just a weird boost thing. And it'll probably get tighter once I put this in there. And geez, yeah, that's just great. How come it locked in over there, but it didn't lock in over here? let me take that out real quick. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with me right now. Just family. Started working from home a little while ago, which gives me the opportunity to start doing this again. And all I do now besides work, so I'll get up, I will get the kids ready, my wife will drop them off at school, then I will play with the baby for a little bit, then I'll get on Twitch, and I watch Twitch for a while the wife and the baby play, and then we have lunch, and I watch Twitch for a while more while the wife watches TV shows. While the wife watches TV shows, and I that's pretty much it. And then the kids go home from school, and we play for a while, and until they go to sleep. And on my days on for Twitch, I'll get on at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and I will stream for a while. And on my days off, we watch The Voice. Don't judge me, The Voice is awesome. No, actually, we just started a show on Netflix. It's Netflix or Hulu? I don't remember. But it's a show on Netflix or Hulu called The Chase. Now, The Chase, I don't know if any of you guys know this show. Okay, it wants me to do that, but it won't lock in. It won't lock in to save my life. But The Chase is a game show where it tests people's trivia knowledge, and it pits them against somebody they call the Beast. This one. There's somebody that they've named the Beast. Okay. This will be awesome if I can actually get this to work. I am just going to put it in this way and put it in this way. Come on. No. Oh, for the love of God. So, I had it right. This is the way it wants me to do it. Yes, it is. Now I've got to twist it back in place. But yeah, the Chase is a trivia show where they pit everybody against. So the way it works is there are 3 contestants. Each contestant will go up against the Beast, and then thank you. You should. By the way, guys, song requests are on, so if you want to go play something, I don't really mind as long as it's use your common sense. You know, as long as it's not offensive, then it's all good. Go ahead and use song request. But so they have 3 contestants. Each contestant will go up against the Beast, and they will try to earn money doing trivia. And then once they get the money at the end, the money is pulled together, and then each of them form a team of 3 versus the Beast. Now what they do is they'll go first, they'll come up with a bunch of trivia, and each one they get correct will be the number of correct answers the Beast will have to get. So let's just say that the team of 3 gets 20 answers correct in a 2 minute within 2 minutes. And then the Beast will have to do 20 within 2 minutes also to beat them. If you can't do 20 within 2 minutes or the same amount of answers within the next 2 minutes, just the way the team did it, then they win an equal portion of the pool of all the money that they earned in the first stage of the show. And yes, that is how much my wife and I watched that show, that I know this much about it. shit. It really does not want me to do that. It really does not want me to do that at all. It really does not want me to do that. How did this lock in? Is it upside down? Nope, it's not. Hold on. Okay. I need to step back here. I need to step back and figure this out. So this will eventually become this way. And that's the way I have it set up right now, is to go in here. Right? Set up to go in here, and they should lock into place. And it won't lock into place. And I've done this to so many times, to so many kits, and I cannot remember. Alright. Let's start off with a different side. So now it wants me to do that, but that won't lock into place, and that's the way that the other one is. And it locked into place there. So, okay. So it wants me to lock this in place here. Alright, let's just hope. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, let's just hope that this works the way it's supposed to work. Alright, so now we've got rotate this part, move the arm back. Rotate this. Oh shit. That's where I'm making a mistake. This is around the time where I start freaking out about what I'm supposed to do. No. Alright, it's supposed to go... I've done this so many times. Okay, so that's that way. And then it goes back towards here. Let me take this out again, and it's that way. And that's the bottom. That. Fine. That is the bottom. Turn it this way, and it's supposed to go in this way. And then it's supposed to go in this way. it's supposed to turn this way. Oh shit! I think we got it. Oh shit, I think we finally got it. Okay, so that works. And so now we've got this one, and it's supposed to be this way, and we're supposed to put it in this way. And it's supposed to turn in this way. Ah, for the love of Pete, that took a long ass time to figure out. Okay. Now we can relax. Let's do L15. That took a long ass time. Let's get back on track. L15. So yeah, so like I was talking about earlier, I took a break for about a year, and I came back, and there's so many good streamers now. And I became part of the GBA, which is the Gundam Builders Association, which is a group of people that watch and or stream Gunpla on Twitch. Great group of guys. God, let me... Here is the link to the website, which also has the link to the Discord. Awesome group of people, and I watch a lot of them on stream. And like I said, ever since I stopped streaming about a year ago, when I stopped streaming about a year ago, I would say that there was probably maybe there was like less than 5 of us streaming Gunpla on a regular basis, and now there's I don't know, a dozen to 15 regular streamers, because some of them like stream games still. And as for actual like dedicated, like Gunpla dedicated streams, there's probably a dozen or so that I've seen. And I think that that's amazing, considering, like I said, I came from, when I left, there was like a group of maybe 5 dedicated Gunpla streamers at the time on Creative. And at the time, Creative wasn't even really that big. At the time, Creative was I mean, the top streamers had maybe 20 to 30 viewers at any given time, maybe 50 viewers at any given time. To be in the top 10. Shit, if you had like 20 viewers, you could be in the top 10. If you had 30 viewers, you could be in the top 10. It's not like nowadays. Nowadays, you know, for you to be on the top 10 of Creative, you'd have to have like a couple hundred, or I don't know. I actually don't know how many on Creative. What happened, everyone? I don't know, Alistair. That's typically how hosts go. Yeah, about 500 to 1,000 people to be on the top 10 on Creative nowadays. So it's gotten pretty popular over the years, over the past couple of years. And it's harder to break in nowadays to try to get into the top 20. Right? Did I shave that a little too close? No, I didn't. So yeah, it's really good seeing so many Gunpla streamers. But what time is it? It's 10, 12. Okay. Ooh, so I've been at this for 2 hours and I've barely built a chess piece. That is how fast I'm going right now. And again, I'm cutting towards me instead of away from me, which is really dumb of me because I did cut myself a couple days ago, and I'm probably going to do that again now. I shouldn't say that. Last time that I cut myself is because I actually said I was going to cut myself. This time I'm not going to cut myself. But almost there. But yeah, Alistair, what have you been doing for the past year? You know what? You know who has been bugging me to get back on stream, but I don't see, is Zach. I don't know if you guys remember Zach. Wild Original Zach, or Original Zach 2. He's been bugging me on Twitter to get back on stream, and I've got back on stream, and I don't see him. Okay, that's good. And I'll do this one. And it wants me to do, okay, that works. And it wants me to do a D1. 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 I had to put my foot down and start to get my debt paid off. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm not gonna lie, my debt, I still have pretty bad debt from college. And the fact that I am no good with money whatsoever. I'm absolutely no good with money. And unfortunately, my wife is just a little bit better than I am with money. So, that being said, I haven't really paid off any of my debt. The only thing I probably paid off or about to pay off is my car. We paid off one car, trying to pay off another car, which would be great because if we pay off the second car, then that is about close to $1,000 that we won't have to pay for, which would be a great thing. I shouldn't really talk shit because I work from home, so there's a lot of people worse off than I am. I was without work for some time when I was originally streaming, and it caught up to me. Oh, really? Yeah, that's the thing about streaming. You have to have, like, unless you're like one of the bigger streams, or you can if you can afford it, right? So if you're one of the bigger streams and you make a shit ton of money anyway from streaming, and that's great. You don't have to work. But you know, that being said, streaming is a job in itself, especially the amount of time and effort that they put into their stream. So I can't, I'm not talking shit. That's really good, and of course that's what everybody wants to eventually get into, is streaming full time. And then there's people that can afford it. There's more people that can afford streaming full time without having to be really successful on Twitch, which are amazing. And then there's people that work full time, and we spend our time doing work and then going to Twitch just for fun at the end of the day. Might get into that. A school I called up told me they have recommended me to take a grad program. Really? Only a program for $30,000. It depends. You know what? The way I would see it as is that will it make me more money than it will eventually? Then will it eventually make me more money than it'll cost me? you can do whatever you want, but that's pretty much the way I would take it. Will it make me more money than it'll cost me to? Will it make me more money than it'll cost me to do? That's one. That's one. Okay, that's good. And it wants me to do up to 9. Up to 9. Okay. I personally have not been in school in a long fucking time. A long time. Actually, ever since I started working full time. Well, not really. I started working in the video game industry right around when I was 18 years old. So that was about 22 years ago that I got into the video game industry. And then I went to school for a while working part-time, testing video games. That's when you could actually do part-time testing video games, as opposed to now where everything's full-time contract most of the time. That's one bad thing, is nowadays testers are still contracted most of the time. And yeah, so I went to school for a while, then I started working full-time in the video game industry, and then I haven't been back since, and that was like 20 years ago. It's been about 20 years since I've been in school. And I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't finish college for the simple fact that I started working full time. And just couldn't be bothered. And then I ended up moving to Southern California when I was about 22, 23. And I did a couple of other jobs here and there. Actually, I was a car salesman for a while. I was a truck driver for a while. I ran a mechanic shop for a while. So I've done a lot of shit. Which way? Okay, so it wants me to do that. But I ultimately got into the video game industry, and I've been doing that fairly regularly for a few years. I started off as a tester, and then I started off as a tester. I was in the video game industry for a good amount of years, at least 10 years, and then I started testing for non-video game companies doing mobile stuff. So I was doing mobile work for a while, mobile testing, and then I got back into the video game industry. Then I left the video game industry to become a manager, QA manager for a music company. And then I went back to the video game industry as a manager again, and I've been here ever since, and now I have the luxury of working from home. 3 and then E7 is 4. So, Alistair, did you actually, how did that go? Did you actually pay everything off? E7. Did you end up paying everything off, or are you still working on it? Let's see. That twisted right off. I was cutting it. It's progressing at a snail's pace. As long as you're making progress, dude. You're a lot better off than I am, I'm sure. You're a lot better off than I am. Like I said, the only thing that I can pay off right now are cars. School loans and all that. I am still nowhere near it. Am I gonna do that? Am I? Am I gonna shave that off? Oh, okay. Alright, so I'm supposed to get this cut and cleaned up. This is a chest piece, I think. Yep, this is supposed to be the chest piece, or at least part of. No, this is going to be the chest piece. I guess we're finishing up, or we're going to try to finish up the chest tonight. And there's another nub that I'm looking for. Okay, so we gotta get that. We got that. This is gonna be 4. Four is upside down. Okay, cool. I'm off to bed. Hope to see you guys stream more. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you being here. Hope to see you again soon. Good seeing you again. And hopefully next time I'll make more progress. Better progress. Better progress than how I'm doing right now. Because I feel like I'm not accomplishing shit right now. Chess piece. Hey, chess piece. Chess piece. That works. I still don't know. So this is. See how loose it is? That bugs me. And I know I've seen that before. I've seen shoulder pieces like that before, where it's actually loose like that and eventually tightens up when I actually put something on it. But I can't remember whether or not that's gonna work out, because it doesn't look like it's gonna work out right now. Oh, I can list all images? Where am I? Oh shit, so I can actually do that. Sweet, that works out for me. So now we need to do an L16, L17. L16, L17. Cool. So yeah. And tomorrow, I don't have to go to work. I know I said before that I work from home, but I actually had to come into the office for that past couple of days, and I actually got to see my coworkers in person. We had donuts, which was good, and I'm a big fan of donuts, even though my stomach's not a big fan of donuts. And my boss took us out for lunch, which was cool, because there was a free lunch. Always down for a free lunch. And tomorrow I do not have to go into work. So if I wanted to, and I'm debating whether or not I should, because I kind of want to draw out this Gundam for a little bit longer than what I'm doing right now, because I don't know if I want to spend more money on a Gundam. Then again, I can get an SD Gundam and actually paint it, build it and paint it, but then I'd have to get more supplies. Come to think of it, I might not do that yet. I am thinking about getting my first PG, and I don't know which one to get. I've always thought of getting the Unicorn first as my first PG, but I never got around to it. So I never got around to it, and now I'm thinking about doing that. Okay, that's good. Oh crap, did I just do the 16 and the 17? I should have cut them both off if I can find. This is the 17. Okay. So I'm debating on which PG I should get, and I'm thinking I'm gonna get the unicorn, and I'll build that on stream and see how long that takes me. If it takes me this long to build a real grade, and it takes me an average about, considering that I am streaming it online, and it takes me about a week to 2 weeks to build a real grade. Now I'm debating on, well, not debating, now I'm wondering how long it'll take me to build a perfect grade. I said earlier that I haven't built a compound in a long time, but I completely forgot that for my job I ended up building a Shinaji. For your job? Dude, what do you do for a living? Okay. Great choice in the song, Zumobi. Great choice. Great song in Logan. One of the best movies I actually seen this past year. Start working at a local hobby store. Really? Oh man. Lucky. Like what I tell people all the time, I don't mind like doing work as long as I get paid the same amount of money. If cause I don't get the task anymore. I really don't. I wish I did actually, because I miss testing. I'm pretty much an email monkey, an email meeting monkey right now. So all I do is go to meetings and respond to emails and compose emails. And so 16, 17, 1, 2, okay. H1, H2. But I tell people all the time, if I can just go back to testing or go back to doing something that I like to do, let's just say building Gunpla, or just doing something fun, right? H. Okay. Doing something fun. H1, H2. And just get paid the same amount of money that I'm getting paid right now, then that would be fucking amazing. Because the sad thing is about working full time or getting older is the fact that you gotta worry about bills as opposed to when you're younger, where bills aren't really all that necessary, or you don't have that many bills, you don't have that many responsibilities, and you can just work and do whatever. Like some of the kids that I work with, finding a job that you enjoy. Exactly. Like, I was saying, some of the kids that I work with are working full time as testers, and they like it, I suppose, because a lot of them are contractors, and they like what they're doing. They just hate the fact that they're contractors, but they're young, they're kids. They're like 19 years old, 20 years old. And I miss those days where I was just a tester. You know, I didn't have that many responsibilities. All I had to do was sit there and play video games, write up bugs, hang out with my friends, smoke cigarettes outside. And that was the extent of my responsibilities. But as I've gotten older, no Silver Stray, not in the video game industry, not for testing. Most of the time, it's a puppy mill in the video game industry when it comes to testing. What they'll do is they'll get contractors, they'll contract them for a game, for one project, and then once the project is done, then they're gone. Either that or they're contracted for a year or maybe even 18 months with no benefits, and then they're let go. But so that's a problem, right? So yeah, so that's the problem. The problem is, yes, you don't have that many responsibilities. Yes, you're young, but you're treated like shit, which sucks. And you don't make that much money, which also sucks. And then you get older and you move up the ranks and you do whatever you need to do to move up, and then you start making a little bit more money and you start getting more responsibilities, and then everything seems cool at that midpoint because you don't have that many responsibilities and you have a decent job, and then you get married and you have kids and you make more money, getting more responsibilities, and eventually, like myself, become management, and I don't get to do the things that I used to do, but I make good money. So that's the trade-off. I would love to just test for a living. I would absolutely love it, as long as they paid me the same amount of money they pay me right now. And there's nothing wrong with what I do. I answer emails, I compose and answer emails, I write up reports, I go to meetings, I work from home most of the time. So I shouldn't complain. Mr. Strawberry, what's going on? Thanks for the host, bud. Appreciate it. YSH, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you joining me. You guys are awesome. Welcome to the stream. For those of you guys that are new, I am building an Astray gold frame. Rude Girl, what's going on? Howdy, howdy, howdy. I am building an Astray gold frame Amatsu. And I have done the legs, I've done the waist, I'm working on the torso right now, I'm working on the chest. And I'm going super fucking slow. Lynx, thank you for the host, appreciate it. Nice progress so far. Yeah, this is my third or fourth night streaming this kit, so... And it's been like maybe 3 hours per stream. 3 hours, 4 hours per stream. So it's taking me a good 12 hours? Probably 9 to 12 hours to do this much on a real grade. On a stream. Like I always say, streaming slows down your progress a lot, considering that you have to pay attention to a lot of things, and there's a lot of talking to yourself and talking to other people. Echo, what's going on, bud? How are you? Nice to see some of you guys out of Discord. But yeah, it's taking me about 12 hours. I was late because time zones. No worries, dude. No worries. I'm doing good. I'm streaming, so that's always good. Something I enjoy doing. I'm not working right now. Everybody's in bed. After this, though, I'm gonna have some ice cream. So I had the wife buy, and you guys, you guys will find this if you guys ever try it out. It's really, really, really good. It's Tillamook vanilla bean ice cream. It's got little bits of vanilla in it. Really, really, really good. And I got the wife to buy me chocolate syrup and those chocolate shell things. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but you pour it onto the ice cream and it eventually becomes a chocolate shell. It hardens up and it's really, really fucking good. That frame needs some paint. Yes, Lynx. I'm eventually gonna paint it. I say that about all my kits. And I'm not gonna lie, I've never actually painted a kit. I've got a lot of resources. I basically have done all my research, so I should know how to do it. There's a couple of more videos that I want to watch, and plus I've listened and watched you guys. Can I get the name of the ice cream? It's Tillamook ice cream. Tillamook vanilla ice cream. Oh, did I just do that? Yeah. There you go. Actually, I found a link for it. Holy shit. Mr. Strawberry, there you go. That's the one I got. And then, like I said, get the... oh yeah, so I was saying. Yeah, I will eventually start painting. I'm thinking about getting an SD and getting some experimentation done on that. And then once I'm done experimenting on that, then go ahead and start painting all my RGs. And I have a lot of fucking RGs that I've built over the years, over the past couple of years. When I started streaming a long time ago. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it, but no, I don't think you were here when I was talking about it. My first stream as a Gunpla streamer was actually an Exia. Okay, so that's what it wants me to do. Yep, that's what it wants me to do. Cool. That's part of the part of the rib area. Pick up an SDX Nanji, EX Nanji. That seems to be okay. That is what I will do. I will bookmark this. Oh, that's YouTube. Bookmarks bar. Done. Oh yeah, that's right. I could start off with the bear guy. It wants me to do... Yeah, that is what everybody starts off with. Gonna head to bed, just stopping by to show some support. Thank you, Mr. Strawberry. I'll see you later, bud. Thank you. Thank you for the host also. Good night. And, oh yeah, back to my instructions. But yep, I gotta get that going. I gotta get that painting thing going. I have been streaming for a while, and I really... Shit, that's not gonna go in flush, is it? Does it... Will it go in flush? Let's see. No, it went in. Cool. Oh, yeah, I have. I've been keeping up with Discord, and I've seen Kodinari's petite guy. So cool. Did he do the box too? Yeah, is that custom? That's somebody was asking whether or not that was custom or if you can actually buy it, which I doubt you can actually buy it. Did he have a custom box also? Alright, so I've got that. Oh shit. That snapped right off. Really? Everything custom? That's fucking amazing. Yeah, I don't have that kind of... It's not even just time or patience, it's creativity. I would never have thought of something like that. For those of you guys that don't know, there's a guy from the GBA, from the Gundam Builders Association, that did a Twitch, Petite Bear guy. And it was all twitched out, and then did the box also, and it looked really, really professional. Like it's something that Twitch would actually make if they supported Gundams or Gunpla a little bit more. But yeah, it's an amazing kit. Now, like I said, not even just the patience, but the creativity and the time and effort that went into that. I wouldn't be able to. And the skill, I don't have that kind of skill. H3, I will admit that all day long. I don't have that kind of skill. Yep, there you go. So good, so good. Even on the stand, the decals. And is that the guys, is that who you guys mentioned? ILI or LILI? Either way, you are not alone in that, sir, or ma'am, or person. I love it too. I have 5 kids. That just goes to shit. And I need an H3. Where's my H3? H3. H3 again. Two H3s. But yeah, I'll get to it eventually. Either that or just keep doing straight builds on stream, which is actually, and I hate to admit it, which is actually easier than what you guys, if I was to actually do other things on stream, because I honestly do not think I'll have that kind of concentration, because I barely concentrate right now streaming and building, straight building real grades. I'm not that sure as a bot waiting to be proven wrong. Seems cool enough for a bot. But yeah, I barely have. No, I'm gonna have to shave that off. That's why I've always just, like on my stream, for you guys that know me, I've always done just straight builds with real grades. A lot of us paying off stream. Okay, yeah. It's probably something that I'll have to get used to, right? Once I get used to it, I'll probably do it on stream. But I've watched a lot of you guys like work on stream. And you guys do some crazy shit on stream that right now I wouldn't be able to do. The only thing that I've got going for me is I have I've been doing this for a long time. That's it. Besides that, you guys have all the skill and talent and all that. Must be a nightmare to get rid of the nub marks. Yes, because of all the... Number one, the gold inner frame is softer plastic, so nub marks, stress marks galore. And then the outside, all the armor pieces are gloss black. So that's a nightmare, especially when the nubs are on top of an armor piece as opposed to the sides. Yeah, so it's not fun for the nub marks. That's why it's taking me a little bit longer to do this. I only hand paint on stream, but not a lot because I hate waiting for it to dry. Yeah, that makes sense. Having to wait for it to dry on stream is gonna be like watching paint dry on stream. I guess it gives you a lot more time to talk and keep everybody amused. But Milky Shame, thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate it. How are you doing tonight? So yeah, but like I said, you guys do a lot of cool shit on stream. And if I'm gonna do anything else besides straight builds, I'll probably do paint. But like I said, I'll probably just have to get used to it first. The box as well. Don't know why that took so long. Fun. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the box for the Petite Bear guy. Fuck, that's amazing. Even a box for it. Oh, he's got his brand on it. Cutnari's brand on it. Pretty well. Just got back into Gunpla, not too deep, like painting, just straight builds and panel lining. That's pretty much what I do, Milky. There's not going to be much panel lining on this, considering it's black and gold, if any at all. Well, I've seen. So the armor pieces and then the backpack. The backpack is about the same. You just noticed the logo on it? Yeah, cool, right? With the eagle. So yeah, what kits have we built so far, Mickey? I've been doing mostly real grades. If anything, that's pretty much all I've done. I've done one Barbados real grade and a couple of master grades with Death Side Hell. I tried to do an MK2 Titans on stream, which fucked up really bad. Barbados Lupus. Oh, nice. See my above comment for inspiration. Oh, cool. Half still. No, I started building. The reason I have skill, I just jump into custom first with my friend. Oh yeah, Lynx, you told me that, dude. Yeah, I still, you know what it is? I still can't get it into my head, the fact that there's some of you guys, or there's some people out there that do some amazing shit nowadays that got started because they were watching my streams. So I can't even imagine that. I can't even imagine that. So yeah, cool. I'm interested in the 1/100 version. Yes, the full mechanics, right? Alright. Got that done. Alright, cool. So that means you can do amazing stuff too. Yeah, it's just a matter of actually just jumping in. Just Jeff. Really? No. Looks pretty good. I have stickers too, so it would be nice to have as little as possible. Yeah, you know what? I never put stickers and decals on any of my kits. because I eventually want to paint them. So before I do that, don't want to waste decals, don't want to waste stickers. I don't want to waste them, just in case I want to use them later on after I paint everything. And that's a backlog, like a huge, like right now, considering the fact that I started streaming on building on stream, I have like a huge backlog of Gundams to paint. L32 A18. Just Jeff, what's going on, by the way? How are you? A18. Go grab Nesty or Bear and start this weekend. Nah, dude, I'm super busy this weekend. So I have to go to my in-laws on Saturday, and I have to take my kid out for his graduation party thing that we have to do. Don't think about it, just have fun. Dude, if I wasn't so busy, possibly. Plus, I can't get to my hobby shop for paint. I might be able to do it on... What day is it today? Shit, I don't even know what day it is today. What day is it today, guys? That's an A18 and an L32. L32. Just lurking? No worries, Jeff. No worries. I actually do that a lot. That's actually a majority of the time that I'm on Twitch. Shit, that snapped right off. A majority of the time that I'm on Twitch, I'm usually just lurking. The only time I really talk, like in chat, is when it's a fairly small streamer. Because one thing, I mean, the bigger streamers, like the huge streamers, the odds of them actually seeing your chat, like what you type down in chat, is very slim. You guys know this. You've watched a lot of streamers, I'm sure, or you've watched a good amount of Twitch. So I'm sure you already know this fact that if you're in a bigger stream, the odds of them noticing your chat is very slim. And then the medium-sized streams, I chat in there every once in a while. A majority of the time, because I've been watching them for a while, or I know people in there, so I'll chat it up in there for a bit. But a majority of the time, I will chat with the small streams, especially the smaller Gunpla streamers, because that's what I do. Is I usually troll around creative for a while. I'll keep scrolling down over and over again until I see a Gunpla streamer come on, especially a smaller. Well, if it's a Gunpla streamer in general, I'll watch. But especially if they're a smaller streamer that are just starting out, I'll usually just chat in there and chat it up with that person, because I know, number one, I know how hard it is to start off as a Gunpla streamer. Because like I was saying earlier, I usually watch from PS4 or Roku. Oh, on Twitch? Cool. Yeah, every once in a while you'll catch me on Xbox One watching Twitch. If I'm really too fucking lazy to be on my computer, I'll watch Twitch, but I'll only watch the people that I follow. I'm not gonna browse through that. That's on Xbox One. The UI is a nightmare. So, but yeah, I'll watch, like, I'll talk to a newer streamer, because I know how rough it is to get started out and have nobody to really talk to. So I try to just watch them and talk to them and see how they're doing, what they're doing. And I see how much they're enjoying it. And it makes me think, cool, that's how much I enjoyed it when I first started out. And then, you know, they're not so jaded. No, I'm not saying that everybody gets jaded, but they're not so, like, burnt out. Because that's actually, you know, admittedly, that's one of the reasons why I stopped last year, is because I was just burnt out. And I shouldn't have. And it just goes to show how, compared to a lot of people, how I just don't have that kind of patience, because I ended up stopping when I shouldn't have. Let me just do this. But yeah, so I'll usually chat with newer streamers, especially new Gunpla streamers. Make sure they're having fun. Oh, cool! That goes in right. That slips right in. Ah, so satisfying when I go straight in, and then it goes in here. Thinking of getting the HG Flowers. Oh, the Flowers looks good, dude. I was thinking out of all the IBO kits, or out of all the IBO Gundams, the Flowers would look so good. Or that would be so cool to build. Besides the Lupus Rex, the Flowers looks really, really fucking good. I couldn't stream, so respect anyone who does. Why not, Jeff? Hey, anybody can stream, or almost anybody, or everybody should. Everybody should. Alright. Cool. Alright. So, this is what we're gonna do. It is now. Holy shit, it's 10:59? Oh shit. I love my Flowers' cannon stickers are a bit of a pain though. Really? I do the side skirts. Those things just keep falling off and I can't exactly do them. Yeah, but that's almost every kit. Almost every kit that I ever built, something kept falling off. The worst one out of all of them. And you know what, guys? This is what we'll do. I'm gonna start putting stuff away, and I'm gonna start like, you know, getting cleaned up here. Let me just talk about this. Unfortunately, and I don't know how it is for everybody else that might have built this kit, but my RG RX 782, that had parts of it falling off fucking everywhere. Like the whole time I was building that kit, parts kept falling off. Even after I built it and finished it, parts of it kept flying off also. And that really sucked, because I definitely wanted to build that kit. Definitely. Of course, everybody has to build an RX-78 kit. Everybody that builds Gunpla has to build at least one. It doesn't matter what grade, but you have to build at least one once. If you're going to be building them like regularly. But yeah, parts kept falling off left and right, and that was a problem for me. So I'm introverted, prefer not to be the center of attention. You know what, Jeff? That's funny that you mentioned that, because I am introverted. I'm super introverted. You don't even understand how introverted I am. I have so much social anxiety. It's one of the reasons why I pushed so hard to work from home, is because I don't talk to any of my coworkers. I don't like associate with them or interact with them whatsoever. Like whenever we go out to lunch together, I usually don't talk, and I usually don't even look at anybody at work. I don't do any of that. And one of the things I will say is like doing streams is one of the ways that I work that out. Because not that I'm the center of attention. In my streams, I'm not the center of attention. Trust me, I love my chat very much. My followers and my viewers, I love them very much, because they're my center of attention. They're the people that I talk to, because I can't talk to anybody else. It's the anonymity of it, I guess, is the reason why. It's because you don't see these people. You just chat with them. They're characters on a screen, right? And that's one of the reasons why I do it, because I get to interact with people without having to really interact with people. And that's the reason why I don't have a face cam, which I actually tried last week. I said, you know what, maybe once I'll have a face cam. So I had a face cam, didn't like it, didn't enjoy it, felt too exposed. And so if you're introverted, streaming is actually definitely a good way to get out of that. a good way to socialize without having to really socialize. It's like when I used to play WoW. I played WoW for 10 years. One of the reasons why I stayed in WoW is because of the guild that I built, and the guild that got pretty big and had a good amount of regulars, and we chatted a lot of the time, and that's the only way I interacted with people, and it's just the neck beard in me. I enjoy doing this because I enjoy chatting with people while I do something that I enjoy doing. So Gunpla is my hobby, stream is my social outlet, Twitch is my social outlet, and that's why I do it. That's why I'm here every other night, streaming, building Gunpla for everybody, because, in real life, I am nowhere near like this, But either way, so this is what we have so far. That's since I'm looking at. So we've got left leg, right leg, looking pretty clean so far. This is right in my direct leg. So left leg, right leg. I've got the waist, front, back. I've got most of the torso done. So it's actually got two different arms, one with an inner frame, gold, and one that didn't really have an inner frame, black, which is really cool. I actually got really confused considering the fact that it had me built the right arm first, which is black, and then it wanted me to build an inner frame version on the left arm, and I was like, what? And then somebody pointed out that they have different arms. So that's what we have so far. So I'm going to clean up and chat with everybody. Go ahead, guys. Chat it up all you want. Ask me whatever questions that you want. Troll me if you want. I don't care. And we can do that while I clean up and put everything away. But today's stream was a lot of fun. I got hosted a few times, which was really cool. Buttress hosted me, which is really cool considering the fact that she's gotten so popular and so big. And I actually never thought that she would, but she did. And if you guys are still here from her hosting me, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm glad that you've enjoyed my stream enough that you actually wanted to stay. Everybody else, you guys, the regulars from GBA, you guys are awesome as always. You'll probably see me on Discord after this. Might chat it up in voice or not. Usually, like I said, it depends. Sometimes I can't really deal with that. That's too much pressure. But yeah, and everybody else has stopped by. Of course, everybody that watched me and have gone from my stream and moved on. I know they're not here anymore, but thank you guys. And here's my box that I always. All of my kits are always in boxes like this, in their boxes. That's like, and they're sealed, which I doubt if they need to be sealed. Brennan, do you have any more Gunpla besides the gold thing? If you're talking about ones that I've already built, yes, I have probably got a good 20 of them that I've built in the past couple of years, and I built almost all of them on screen. Most of I'd say I have 80% of all the real grades that are out in the market right now that I've built. If you're talking about my backlog, I don't have the backlog yet. This is the first Gundam I've built in like a year. So that's where I'm at right now. But I'm gonna continue streaming as much as every time that I get a new one. And usually once I finish one, I'll get a new one and I'll start a stream with that. But yeah, Brennan, how are you, by the way? Welcome to my stream. How are you doing tonight? You caught me towards the end of my stream, but I've got a good bit of cleaning up to do anyway. So, and yeah, I've got, I'd say about 80% of all the real grades out there. I've got a couple of master grades that I've done, the Death Cycle, MK2 Titans. What else? Are those the two master grades that I have? No, I know I have them in the master grade. And I've got an HG Barbados. I cannot, for the life of me, I could have swore to God that I had another Master Grade, but I can't remember now. But yeah, I've been building regularly for the past couple of years, but I've done it mostly on screen. Alright, cool. I've got my kit put in a box, I've got my tools put in a box, I've got everything else all done up. I'm checking to see what is being streamed under the creative category. Oh, really? Just Gunpla, or just what's being streamed under creative? If you're checking to see what's being streamed under the creative category for Gunpla, I would suggest you check out Gunpla Gundam Builders or Gunpla Builders Association. And it's a group of people that watch and stream Gunpla on creative on Twitch. So go ahead and check them out. There's a Discord that you can join if you're interested. And yeah, you'll meet a lot of like-minded people and a lot of streamers that way. There's a few of them in here in my channel right now if you want to check them out. Other than that, let's see. Alright guys, I'm going to be taking off for the night. You guys have been awesome. Everybody that has followed me tonight have been awesome. If you guys haven't already followed me, I would appreciate a follow if you enjoyed my stream. If not, all good. Hopefully I will see you again either way. Everybody that came from everybody else's streams, you guys are awesome. Hopefully I'll see you again also. Other than that, yeah, guys, I'm going to be taking off. I will be back again. It's Thursday today? I think it's Thursday today. If it is Thursday today, I will be back on Sunday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am on Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time till whenever. Till usually 11 o'clock, sometimes later depending on the piece that I'm working on. Besides that, guys, you guys have been awesome. Thank you very much. I will see you again. StarCab, if you're still there, thank you guys. You've been awesome. And here we go.